All right. Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. You know how it is, right? We take some of the most interesting, complex financial stuff out there and try to, well, make sense of it all.
Exactly. And today we're tackling those big names everyone's talking about,
Yeah.
the Magnificent Seven.
Yeah, they're pretty much everywhere you look in the stock market. Apple, Microsoft, Google, well, Alphabet, technically. Amazon.
Don't forget Nvidia, Tesla, and Meta, too.
Right. Those 7 companies. I mean, they're huge. But how are they actually doing, looking forward? You've got some really interesting research there, so I'm kind of eager but also a bit nervous to dive in.
Well, to be honest, a little bit of healthy nervousness is never a bad thing when it comes to investing, especially with these companies. The tech world is always changing, and even giants can stumble.
True enough. Okay, so let's start with Apple. New iPhones, Apple Watches, they just keep coming. Is that really enough to stay on top, though?
It's a good question, and our research suggests they're definitely aware they need more. They've been pretty quiet about the metaverse so far.
Oh, right. Everyone's been wondering about that.
Yeah, but there are strong rumors about an AR/VR headset coming out soon. Could be huge if they get it right. Plus, they're getting more into financial services like Apple Pay and Apple Card, tapping into a whole new market.
Apple in the metaverse. Takes a bit of getting used to, that idea. Okay, what about Microsoft? They've really managed to adapt over the years, haven't they? From software to the cloud with Azure, and now they're all in on AI. Is that the next big winner for them?
Seems like it. They're really smart about how they're using AI, especially for cloud computing, like Azure Machine Learning, giving businesses the power to make their own AI stuff.
So it's not just renting space on the cloud. They're giving you the tools to build something amazing on it. Clever.
Exactly. One of the sources even said Azure's got a 20% bigger market share in cloud infrastructure than whoever's in second place.
Wow, 20%. That's pretty dominant. But even with a company like Microsoft, there's always got to be some risks, right?
Oh, absolutely. They're doing a lot of different things, which helps. But one source pointed out that all these regulations coming in about cloud computing could hurt them. And AI, everyone's jumping into AI right now, so staying ahead is going to be tough.
So you can never rest easy, even if you're on top. Now, what about Google? I mean, you almost can't use the internet without them, it seems like.
Yeah, Alphabet, their parent company, they're still the kings of digital ads. But, there's more and more people worried about data privacy and all that. Plus, antitrust issues keep coming up. But here's the interesting part. They're starting to explore some totally different areas. Healthcare tech and self-driving cars with Waymo.
So maybe a little less reliance on ads in the future. Smart move, if that's what they're doing.
Yep.
Okay, let's talk about the giant in the room. Literally a giant. Amazon. I bet you got at least one delivery from them this week, am I right?
Probably, yeah. Their online store is still huge, but our sources, they all agree it's AWS, their cloud platform. That's really driving growth. Of
Yeah.
course, even for Amazon, it's not all smooth sailing.
Yeah, competition's getting fierce. Plus all those regulatory battles. How's that all playing out for them?
It's like a double whammy. Companies like Walmart and Shopify are catching up in e-commerce. And then the government's looking hard at their power. Could be antitrust action coming.
Guess when you're that big, everyone's going to pay attention.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, Tesla. Elon Musk's company, leading the way for electric cars and green energy. But all the other car makers are jumping on that bandwagon now, right? How's Tesla handling that?
Yeah, that early lead they had is shrinking fast. Ford, GM, Volkswagen, they're all pouring money into EVs. One analyst even said, and I quote, "The electric vehicle market is no longer a one-horse race. Tesla's got to do more than just batteries and electric motors now. They need to make a whole ecosystem of stuff that people want."
It's like they have to be more than just cars. They got to be a tech company that also makes cars.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. We've got Meta. Used to be Facebook, of course. They've really gone all in on this metaverse thing. But people aren't exactly loving it, are they? What's the outlook there?
The metaverse, for Meta, it's a long game. And honestly, right now, it's a big gamble. The tech's not quite there yet. Lots of users are skeptical, and people are wondering if it's even going to work at all. But they still own some of the most popular social media out there. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. Huge amounts of data, tons of money coming in. Can they use all that to make the metaverse take off? Big question mark.
Oh, a lot of uncertainty there for sure. Okay, so we've looked at each company, but there's a bigger point here that our sources all brought up. Overvaluation. These companies are massive, no doubt.
Yeah.
But are their stock prices? Maybe too high.
Yeah, and that's a key takeaway for anyone listening. Just because a company did well in the past doesn't mean it'll keep doing well. That's why diversification is so important.
Yeah, we hear that a lot, but it's worth repeating. What does it actually mean for someone who's not a Wall Street whiz?
Simple terms. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spread your investments around. Different companies, different industries, different types of assets. Think of it like building a house. You wouldn't want the whole thing resting on just one pillar, right? You want a strong foundation.
That's a great way to put it. Diversification as a foundation. So even if you love, say, Tesla, it's still better to have some other investments too.
Exactly. And, before you put any serious money down, do your homework, research, maybe even talk to a financial advisor. It can really pay off.
Absolutely solid advice. Well, we've covered a lot of ground today. No doubt these magnificent seven, they're shaping the world. But things change fast. So here's something to think about as we wrap up. Out of these 7 companies, which one gets you the most excited? And which one makes you the most nervous? Do some more research, see what you think, and let us know. Until next time, happy investing, everyone.